I deliberately got home late one night and passed the night at a neighbor's place and was raped. I still see him and always feel like killing him anytime. What do I do? Please, can we have another mic up here? Let's have at least, okay, that's okay. So we'll share this one. Now, praise.
Well, this is a rape case. I deliberately got home late one night and passed the night at a neighbor's place and was raped. This has happened to a whole lot of young people. You know, your naivety was taken advantage of. You just thought, okay, maybe the neighbor will be neighborly after all, and only for you to discover otherwise. Well, what has happened has happened. There is nothing you can do about it. Okay, so you can't go back to what has happened or the past. But over time, we've come to discover that so many of us eventually get locked up in the past. Pastor Nick read about Tamar and Ammon. You would realize that Tamar was raped, but the rape was not strong enough to tear her clothes. But the Bible recorded that she tore the clothes herself after the rape, and she remained desolate all her life. We've had ladies like that. But what I need to say to you is that you have to forget about what has happened, and you need to release the person that violated you. You need to release. It may not really be too easy, you know, as a young person, but you must learn to do it. And it comes with what I usually say to young people is, start by praying for the person. I mean, Jesus on the cross said, Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they're doing. If the man had known better, I'm sure he would have acted otherwise. But I'm sure he was out of his senses or out of his mind. So you must learn to pray for him, learn to forgive him and forget about it. Then continue with your life. It was an event in your life. It must not mark the bus stop of your life. You still have dreams. You have goals. You have so many things you could still achieve with your life. And I always say to people that whatever mess that you have overcome, let it become a message. I'm sure God is preparing for something ahead. You're going to meet some other young people who have been violated as well. You will use the experience to help them out. I pray God will help you. Thank you.
Do we have contribution on that? Yes.
I'll just add to what Praise just said. And that is the fact that most times when people, especially ladies, when they get raped and all that, they tend to bottle everything up. Nobody gets to know. But I want them to understand one thing. Most of the time, issues like this, they thrive in secrecy. If there's a particular guy that you know and he has raped you, one of the things that you need to do, not just for yourself, for the sake of other people out there, is to speak out. Speak out to people that can help you. Well, we talk about the justice system here in Nigeria. For some people, most young people, they do not believe in the justice system here in Nigeria. Fine, but the truth is, we need to speak out. You need to tell people. People around need to know the type of human being that stays in that other building that rapes young girls. If not, it will keep happening over and over again. So for the love of God, for the love of other girls out there, speak out to people that will be able to help you at every point in time.
Thank you.
This is slightly another side to the same issue. Your own life, like Praise said, what has happened to you has actually happened. Now, if you stay with it, fine, you don't know, you feel like killing this person. The question I have for you is this: how long are you going to stay at that point in life? You see, whatever it is that happens to you, you can choose how it's going to affect your future. Because the truth is this: there's nothing you can do to change your past, but you can either allow your past to affect your future negatively, or you can use that same incident as a catalyst to ensure that you live a better life. And like he said, to ensure that such thing does not happen to anybody else from the same source. So I think choosing to forgive that person is not so much that the person is right, but you want to free yourself to move and live a better life. Thank you.
I'd like to add to that. I'm quite pleased that someone mentioned that it is possible to report the matter. That's very important. But beyond that, I'd like to speak to the adults and also the children that will be adults tomorrow. That who are these men anyway? Where are they from? Are they human or are they animals? We are going to be parents one day, and somebody must have been responsible for this young man while he was little. What was he taught? How was he brought up? And if there isn't a concerted effort to let there be understanding between the men and the women, to let women understand who men are and let men understand who women are, we're likely to have skirmishes like this. So I'd like to also speak to the lady who was raped, that perhaps in future, because of what has happened, you'll be able to actually put forward a strategy that will ensure that other girls don't go through what you've gone through beyond this particular man, maybe to tutor or to teach, or to encourage people to be more careful about the other sex. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Those are very wonderful contributions. I think we need to be vigilant. We need to not be naive. I think as young people growing up, you see, you might claim to be well brought up. You are thinking that because you wouldn't do that to someone else, so you don't imagine someone would do it to you. But we should not think that way. We shouldn't be that simple-minded. We shouldn't be that simple-minded. Okay, we have to be vigilant and we have to be sensitive. So we'll move on. We have